Good evening. I would like to call to order the Concord Township Board of Trustees meeting for December 18th, 2024. If you please would join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, and roll call, Mr. Patriarch.
Mrs. Lucci.
Present.
Mr. McIntosh.
Present.
Mr. Dondorfer.
Present. This evening, we are going to start out with a presentation for Cyril Grandini. Mr. Rose.
Thank you. Mr. Grandini, you want to come to the lectern where everybody can get a good look at you? Proclamation honoring Cyril Grandini for his dedicated service. Whereas Cyril Grandini first began the study of martial arts in 1980, dedicating his endeavors to promoting and teaching martial arts. And whereas Cyril achieved the title of Master Instructor in Taekwondo and Kukiwan, along with later becoming a certified judging official. And whereas Cyril established his Mind and Body martial arts program in Concord Township on December 28, 2017. And whereas Cyril has generously shared his deep knowledge of martial arts with over 80 students, along with guiding 5 students to the rank of black belt, with 2 additional students that will be testing in January 2025. And whereas Cyril has been inducted into the Cleveland Martial Arts Hall of Fame and is a member of the Board of Directors, and whereas Cyril has been a steadfast fixture at the Concord Township Community Center, where staff and students looked forward to his classes, which is a testament of his dedication to the well-being of others. Now therefore be it resolved that we, the Concord Township trustees, do hereby recognize and honor Cyril Grandini for his outstanding contributions to the Concord Township Recreation Department, the community of Concord Township, and the broader martial arts community. Dated this 18th day of December 2024, signed the Concord Township Board of Trustees, Carl Dondorfer, Amy Lucci, and Morgan McIntosh.
Go ahead, I'll come after.
Now you move the middle. Sorry, I'm going to get a picture for the internet.
To say the least, and honors and understatement. So
We appreciate your commitment and dedication to the community and all the instruction you've given. Great asset to the rec department and the Concord Township community. We appreciate you doing it.
No, and I appreciate all of the help from not only the Board of Trustees, the Recreation Department as a whole, and the community as a whole. You can tell by student support in the room.
Right.
We take our commitment to the community quite seriously. I am not going too far away. I'll still be at the disposal of the community when needed.
Good.
So I thank you all for this honor.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
If you're here for Mr. Grandini's presentation, now is a good time to sneak out unless you want to stay for all the general business of the township, which you're more than welcome to do. Hey, Cyril. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I don't think we've ever had more people in here.
Yeah, it's a testament to you.
Yes. Big
The
inspiration.
biggest proclamation crowd I've ever seen.
Yes. Yep.
Oh, and this is my black belt and some out of
She came all the way from Arizona.
Wow. That's awesome.
Not more than us.
Thank you, Cyril.
Faster.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Susie took everybody into account. I think there's another chit chat in there.
Thank you very much.
Okay, with that, thank you again to to Cyril for his service and commitment to the community. Moving into the approval of minutes.
Mr. Chair, I move to approve the December 4th, 2024 regular trustee meeting minutes.
And I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, and now moving into the elected officials reports for the evening. Starting us off is our fiscal officer, Mr. John Patriarca.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I was just a little overwhelmed with that right there. I don't think we've had that many people in the in town hall in quite some time, so we may have to invite Mr. Grandini back whenever a topic of discussion that requires full attention. Fiscal office has been busy at work the past few weeks as we approach year end. We've wrapped up 99% of our annual audit with the Secretary of State of Ohio. We'll be submitting our final piece of data for the auditors to review before bringing that process to a close, which we are excited about. In respect to new business on the agenda tonight, the fiscal office has prepared temporary appropriations for 2025, which will be resolution 2024-33 for the board to consider. A couple of material changes for the board to recognize, which I'm sure you already have, but I did want to reiterate a couple of the changes, including reallocating the cost of the Lake County Sheriff's Office contracts from the ARPA Fund, the American Rescue Plan Act Fund 2272, and the JED Fund 2905, and that cost is going to revert back to the Safety Services Fund 2194. As well as fire department salary expenses will move from that Safety Services Fund to the newly created Fire Levy Fund, which will be Fund 2193, since we had a favorable vote for the levy in this past election. Additionally, the temporary appropriations account for an approximate 5% increase to overall expense across the board. And we'll be looking forward to a favorable vote from the board on this resolution this evening. And certainly our office is always open if the board or the administrator or any citizens have questions in regarding township financing. I'd like to wish the entire board, Mr. Rose, Mr. Dines, not Ms. Matheny this evening, our legal counsel, and all the residents of Concord Township a safe and enjoyable holiday season. Hopefully, it doesn't get too crazy with the weather, so hopefully everyone can enjoy friends and family. If anyone has additional questions, reach me directly at 440-354-7516. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Patriarca. And into the trustees' reports, starting us off, Mrs. Lucci.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As we approach the holidays and prepare to close this year, I just wanted to take a moment and reflect on what has been a significant and meaningful year for us here in Concord. We began the year with a few fresh faces, our fiscal officer, our legal counsel, both of whom have been proven exceptional additions to our team. At the same time, we started the year with some challenges, particularly when we had to make difficult decisions with the safety service cuts following the levy failure of last year. Yet through it all, we did remain steadfast in our commitment to the safety and well-being of our township. Our administrator took the initiative to form a Citizens Action Committee, giving us a critical opportunity to hear directly from the community. Their insight was invaluable, and with their help, we were able to successfully pass the most recent levy, ensuring funding for years to come. To the Citizens Action Committee and our residents, thank you. Your support and investment in this township mean more to me than words can express. We also had the pleasure of welcoming new businesses this year to our community. My car has never been cleaner, and I know there is more to come. As always, we faced some difficult zoning decisions that were challenging but necessary. I'm proud of how we've worked through these issues together and maintained our focus on properties like Quail Hollow, ensuring progress for the future. In terms of funding, we made tremendous strides between the local government fund, the residential incentive district, and state grant opportunities. We've been able to move forward on important projects like the water line expansion, and I remain optimistic that we will have more opportunities ahead. This year was also marked by wonderful community events, our Easter gathering, summer concerts, community Halloween celebration, and of course our cherished tree lighting. We honored another great citizen of the year, Mike Warner, and we all benefited from Andy's tax class and coffee with the administrator. Just this past weekend, we attended the Wreaths Across America, which brought us together for a beautiful and moving day that reminded us all of the importance of honoring those who served. We also said farewell to a few retiring firefighters, navigated a lot of snow to close out the year, and continued to benefit from an incredible staff whose dedication to serving our residents makes all the difference. I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge my fellow trustees. I truly believe we have the best team to lead this township forward. As we look to the new year, there is much to be grateful for and even more to look forward to. I hope everyone enjoys a happy, healthy holiday season filled with warmth and joy. With hope and enthusiasm, I will continue to do my very best to serve the township and its people. That concludes
Thank
my
you very
report.
much. That was great. Well said. Yes, Mr. McIntosh.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mrs. Lucci, fantastic comments. Thank you. We've been not as busy. I think things are, well, I know the fiscal office has been busy, but from a trustee standpoint, I continue to have some next gen 911 committee work, just touring. We had a wonderful ceremony on Saturday. The weather was nice, and I like it nice and crisp like that. It was a beautiful sunny day, good day of just being grateful for what we have. Continued to have some, we had a JED meeting, and everything's doing really well on track there. The JED fund is continuing. It's just incremental growth, and we're seeing another record year as far as revenues go, and so that's very solid. And of course, we had our tree lighting, and as you mentioned, another, we just had Mr. Grandini here, and you talk about commitments to service, and a very moving and difficult retirement a couple weeks ago with another firefighter, but we've had a couple of great, really dedicated folks leave. Great to see, fresh faces coming up and follow in their footsteps. And you hit on a lot of them, but we get the questionnaire at the end of the year from the News Herald. How was the year? And I think where we were sitting 12 months ago, staring at a very hard fiscal situation, wondering how we were going to pay for safety services, and after another 12 months, we started the year, we stretched the budget, we made it work, and we got through it. I'm proud, as you are, because we worked together, we engaged the community, we had the Citizens Advisory, we sought new forms of revenue in the form of the RID. We've really looked at worked hard on the local government. So we didn't just stay in we need a levy to run everything. We really stepped up. We got the infrastructure. We didn't end up having to cancel the water line. It was a year ago in December. They were here asking, can you get this done? And we didn't know how we were going to pay for firefighters and police, more or less do a water line. Mm-hmm. But we got it done in 12 months. We just finished the old station one is gone, and that didn't end up costing the township anything because we were working with the land bank. We had a very blessed year, and we accomplished a lot together. All the new businesses. My car is clean, and my pants are getting tight. But I think things are great, and I'm very grateful for the team that we have here as well. It's a wonderful community, and I think we say this every year, how grateful we are to work together, and really great to have our new fiscal officer on board. It's a great compliment to the team. I don't know that I feel like this is a strong team, and it's the strongest it's been in a while. So with that, I wish everyone a happy holidays and a happy new year. We'll see you in 2025.
Great, thank you. Yeah, it was great to attend firefighter Superman's retirement party. He's led a very long and dedicated life of public service, not only here at the Concord Township Fire Department, but also the Sheriff's Department. So it was nice to recognize him. The Wreaths Across America event was very nice to recognize our veterans and people that have served. It's always a great event, as well as the tree lighting. I would also just like to say I can't believe how much the township has accomplished in the last year. Not only, finishing Station 1 and moving the safety forces forward as far as the passage of Issue 2 and the community coming together to recognize the need that the township had to shore up our safety services, as well as bringing in new business to Concord and doing what we've been elected to do. So I couldn't be prouder serving with this board. Like you all said, we have a great team. Mr. Patriarca is just a great addition as the fiscal officer, and I couldn't be prouder to serve with with both of you, and our law director does a wonderful job, as well as Mr. Rose. I mean, he accomplished a lot this year when we had a lot of challenges in front of us as far as looking outside the box and looking at other revenue streams to try to keep the township afloat. The water line project that we talked about, the farm bill that's still out there that looks like might be beneficial for us as far as funding Station 2 and other revenue streams. I mean, we've got a great team. We're blessed, and I'm honored to serve this community with all of you. So I wish the Concord Township community a healthy and happy holiday and a prosperous new year. With that concludes my report, and we will go into our departmental report with our administrator, Mr. Rose.
Thank you, Mr. Dondorfer, Board of Trustees, Mr. Patriarca, our distinguished guest law director this evening, members of the community, good evening. I'll start with the items on the agenda. Item B is Resolution 2024 TAC 30. That's for a new 5-year contract with Cintas. That's for our janitorial supplies and uniform support and things of that nature. We've been with Cintas for many years, and we're very happy with their service. Item C is Resolution 2024 TAC 31. That sets the amounts and rates for the 2025 tax budget. Item D is Resolution 2024 TAC 32. That is the collective bargaining agreement between the township and the Firefighters Union, Local 3329. And I'll take a moment right here just to thank the Firefighter Union. We had very good and productive union negotiations, and things went well. So I encourage passage of that. Item E is Resolution 2024-33, which Mr. Patriarca reviewed for temporary appropriations. Item F is 2024 TAC 34, which is the annual request to the county auditor to make advance payment of taxes in 2025. Item G is Resolution 2024 TAC 35. That establishes meeting procedures and methods of notification for 2025. Item H is a vote for the 2025 dispatch agreement. It should be noted we normally have a 3-year agreement with the sheriff's office and for dispatch, but as Mr. McIntosh alluded to, and he's on the Next Gen 911 committee, with that coming online, the sheriff's office put out 1-year agreements for our consideration, and then once we know the full impact or changes to the Next Gen 911, it's likely next year we'll go back to a 3-year contract. So this is a 1-year agreement. And then item I is a vote for an agreement between us and the Cleveland Clinic to house. They have a human trafficking response vehicle that they are going to keep in our station during the winter months, and we have an available spot. And we think that that's an important endeavor that the Cleveland Clinic's doing. And there's no cost to us. So I would encourage passage of all the resolutions and the 2 agreements. Earlier today, I, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, received and accepted a resignation letter from Andy Lingefelter, who resigned from the Zoning Commission today. I'd like to thank Andy, and I think we all thank Andy for his long service to the Zoning Commission and to the township. We thank him for that, and we wish him well in his future endeavors. I continue coordinating with the fiscal officer and department heads to finish formulating the 2025 budget. Next coffee with the administrator is tomorrow, last one of the year at 9 a.m. So I look forward to seeing folks there. And finally, I know we've done a lot this year collectively, but I cannot thank the staff, the rec department, zoning, fire department, service department, Karen and Debbie and Cindy and Sue, who work the cemeteries. We got new columbariums this year as well. Right. Everybody has just stepped up on what was a very thin budget and made it work and made everything just terrific. So I appreciate all the hard work of the staff. I appreciate the trustees and the fiscal officer for putting faith in us to get our jobs done, and we thank you so much for your support, and I know the community does as well. I wish everyone a very safe, happy holiday season, and I look forward to 2025 with optimism. And that concludes my report, sir.
All right, thank you, Mr.
Thank
Rose.
you.
I would, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I would also like to thank Andy Lingenfelter for his, I believe, 28 years of commitment and dedication to the service of Concord Township on the Zoning Commission, and he's done a fabulous job, and thank you to him very much for his service to the community. He's a long-term resident of the township and has served well. With that, we will move into the audience portion, seeing that we have no one here this evening with us. Old business, we have none. We will move into the new business for the evening.
Mr. Chair, I move to approve the November financial report.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve Resolution 2024-30, Cintas contract.
And I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye. Mr. Chair, I move to approve Resolution 2024-31, amount and rates for tax budget 2025.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve Resolution 2024-32, collective bargaining agreement between Concord Township and Firefighters Local 3329.
And I'll second.
Roll call vote, please, Mr. Patriarca.
Mrs. Lucci,
Yes.
Mr. McIntosh,
Yes.
Mr. Dondorfer,
Yes.
Mr. Chair, I move to approve Resolution 2024-33, temporary appropriations.
Second.
Roll call vote, please, Mr. Patriarca.
Mrs. Lucci,
Yes.
Mr. McIntosh,
Yes.
Mr. Dondorfer.
Yes.
Mr. Chair, I move to approve Resolution 2024-34, resolution by the Board of Trustees requesting Lake County Auditor to make advance payment of taxes pursuant to Ohio Revised Code, Section 321.34.
And I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye. Mr. Chair, I move to approve Resolution 2024-35, establishing meeting procedures and methods of notification effective January 1st, 2025.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Chair, I move to approve the agreement for central dispatch and communication services.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Mr. Chair, I move to approve the agreement for storage of human trafficking response vehicle with the Cleveland Clinic.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And that moves us into the future meetings and announcements. Mr. Patriarca, please.
Sure. On December 23rd, 3 p.m., staff meeting at Town Hall. December 25th, Town Hall will be closed for Christmas. January 1st, Town Hall will also be closed for New Year's Day. January 3rd at 5 p.m., trustees meeting at Town Hall. And January 7th at 7 p.m., zoning commission meeting here at Town Hall.
All right, and that concludes our meeting this evening. Good evening, Concord Township, and have a happy and healthy holiday season. Good night.